Also, you guys are in for a weird treat, because welcome to my kitchen for the next, I'd say, okay, so I'm gonna have to look at you guys through there. So if that's the case, no, that's not the right button. Oh, no memento. And the first time I've done this. Shot filter. There we go. Okay. So, one moment. Oh. Hello, Nexus. So this is going to be a weird setup, especially because you guys can guess where I'm currently at. So there we go. Now I can see you. Well, correction. Now I can see the fucking screen, as well as I know I can see myself in it. But I'm gonna rearrange some stuff in here real quick. So, we're getting all settled in at BLFC. And yes, I know there's probably an echo. Oh. I'm doing pretty good. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Daniel. Oh. All right, so. Well, I'm glad I noticed that now. So, I won't be able to see the chat necessarily, like, right away, but I will be checking it, like, every couple minutes, or every little bit. So, what I'm going to be doing is I'm first of all going to be boiling some water, so I'm going to be over here chatting with y'all. Oh no, you're talking about Frost. Gliadvia, or I can't pronounce your name, but for the one who was asking about Frost's voice, that's not even me. We're two different people, man. Hey Jackie, ooh. And it's going weird over here, by the way. Let's see real quick, fucking, whoa, that was the wrong button. Well, at least I'm getting accustomed to the lighting in this place. Oops, sorry about that. Yeah, no. Me and him aren't the same dude. He is here at the convention, but he's currently down doing registration. Apologies if you're hearing funny noises coming from the... There we go. I was wondering why it was all tense. That's a phrase. So, hello, Claire. I mean, kinda, yeah. The tank top for me is more of an undershirt. Very specifically, it's so I don't mess up my good shirts, because I sweat a lot. Sadly, it's the case, or sadly, it's a true issue. There we go. So I can't fully see your guys' comments right now. I'll be, alright. I'll be making me some food because we just got in and got settled. And what better way to settle into a good first day at a con than with some ramen. Oh yeah, no, this tank top I've had since I was in high school. The problem with it is it's falling apart. It's actually getting retired here. Like, only reason I'm wearing this one is because I threw it on this morning without realizing it. Actually, you know what? This one's getting trashed. Give me a second. I'll be right back, y'all. All right, I have returned. Hello, y'all. Well, I mean, that's a thing. Stream's probably gonna end before you get back. I don't know. I'm gonna be doing mini streams like this. Hey Johnson! Hey Ramon! Oh woo! Oh thanks. It's actually a hotel bathroom. By the way, I know everybody out there has heard me talking about something like with Scar on the Discord or with Burb on the Discord or what have you. You guys are about to effectively witness what the concept of something I do at conventions called bathroom chicken is, which is literally just, I make food, the only room that I can safely make anything on this range in this building in is the bathroom. The reason being is because in here, the heat sensors aren't turned on. Out there, if this thing were to heat up the room past, I think it's 93, the fire alarms can go off. Let's pop the temp up a little bit. Apologies, by the way, if it sounds like an aircraft taking off. I don't know how good the audio is going to be on this system. This is actually YouTube's built-in like live stream system, so it might be trash, and I might be blowing all of your fucking eardrums out. If that's the case, I'm sorry. Hey, Burb. Yeah, no, especially since we're on like the 25th floor. Hey Joey, I'm just making me some ramen. Oh. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can do a thing. If I can, then yay. So, I'm gonna take y'all on a trip with me. It works! Apologies, let's not. Well, that's not going to be any better. Oh, well. Let's see if this works better. There we are. Yeah, let's not have the toilet in the shot. But straight up, now I can just do this, and anytime I need to go check on the stream or anytime I'm going to check on the chat, I can just look over here. I mean, realistically, if I wanted to, I could put my computer right over there. I almost picked up my Coke and put some of it into the fucking liquid. Can you tell I'm scatterbrained? BLFC, am I at BLFC? Yes, I am. So there we go. Hey, now y'all can actually, partially see me in this too. Hey, we're getting this down proper. Might just make a habit of coming in here and streaming in the bathroom. That's gonna be terrible. Okay. Let's get that. Put that like that. And now I can see the chat. Oh. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm usually pretty scatterbrained, Joey. Like, always have been, always will be. And yeah, Jackie, and I'm aware you're the same. Oh, so the live stream things are going to be more scattered and throughout the day. A lot of the time, god damn, there's a stain on this fucking shirt. Oh wow, that's an undershirt. So the streams are going to be a little more scattered, a little more sporadic. I might do like nightly or morningly or whatever streams occasionally. I mean, cool. Hey Jackie, I'll tell you this. I know at least 3 people so far that their only reason for coming to a con was to see me. Most of them still want to go back to cons even if I'm not there. It's a thing. You get very used to it. You get, after your first or second one, it's just, you just want to keep going. I mean, like, for example, I have no one that I know personally, like, that are good, close friends, are at this con other than Chris, that I know of. So, I'm fairly certain Rick isn't here, I'm fairly certain Puppy isn't here. Avi is not here because we couldn't get the money to him for him to get into the, or get a flight out here. Economy sucks, by the way. It literally took me saving from January to be able to afford this. BLFC, or Biggest Little Fur Con. We're here at the Grand Sierra. As an Anthro Tanuki Mario. You can actually, the sad thing is, unless you buy the outfit from Nintendo, chances are if you make one, they're gonna pull a Disney and sue you. Like, they've been getting really bad, like fucking Disney did back in the day. Also, you might notice that my throat very much sounds like I'm coming down with something. I'm not. The reason that I will occasionally sound like that while I'm streaming up here is because I'm actually over 2,000 feet higher in elevation here than I was down at home, which means 1, it's a lot harder to get oxygen into my system, and 2, I'm not used to this altitude. Oxygen's thin up here. Throat reacts differently. You actually sound different at a higher elevation than you do at a low elevation. Oh, that, and because of the whole being a stoner thing, I cough a lot. Hey, Dennis, can't wait to see you again too, man. Nah, it's not a kink thing, it's a furry thing. I mean, quite literally, yes, but right now it's not so much high as in weed. I'm not getting enough oxygen. I nearly fell down trying to get up to the fucking room at one point already today. Which, by the way, for those of you who don't know, if you do attend a convention that is outside the elevation level of your hometown by about 1,000 or so feet, or even a couple hundred feet, 1, remember to breathe deep. 2, or breathe deep if it's a higher elevation than what you're used to. Breathe shallow if it's a lower elevation, because if you hyperventilate at a lower elevation than you're used to, you can actually, well, hyperventilate and knock yourself out from too much oxygen. In my case, though, it's 100% because not enough oxygen. I'm dropping fucking 20s everywhere. And no, that's not me trying to be entertaining. I'm literally, I took all the fucking money out of my pocket so I could loosen up the pressure on my legs from the fucking jeans. And goddamn. mean, I'm not smoking weed. I'm actually trying to give my lungs a break. I've been a stoner most of my life. Lately, what I'm going to be doing is edibles, which that's another thing. At higher elevations, take less of any intoxicant that you intend to take. In my case, it's THC. For you guys, it might be alcohol. But understand, intoxicants hit you much, much, much harder when you're at a higher elevation than it will when you're at a low elevation. I mean, I'm cooking in a bathroom because it's the only place I can safely cook in the room. So that's a thing. There are heat sensors in the main room. So if it gets too hot, like out there, it can set off the heat sensors, which would mean setting off the fire system. Don't want to do that, so we take every precaution. In fact, just to add to, because we hadn't done this particular, that's the thing. We hadn't done this particular precaution yet. There we go. Put a towel under the thing just in case. Wooden hinge chopsticks. I mean, these aren't wooden. Don't have hinges. Been using chopsticks ever since I was a kid. Absolutely love Japanese food, pretty much any kind of Asian food. Do I ever eat ass? Yes. Only my husband's though. By the way, for those of you who don't know, these streams are not by any means adult rated, but at the same time they're not child friendly. So understand, I don't censor myself very much. So if you are a child under the age of 13, one, you're not supposed to be on YouTube, and two, get the hell out of these streams. Well, thank you, man. I mean, I shit you not. I was in Little China. Actually, I think it was it was Little China. Or not Little China, Chinatown, down in San Francisco at one point. And went to a restaurant, you know, I had some ramen and they brought me a fork. I'm sitting here going, oh God. You think I'm one of the tourists? I asked them if they had chopsticks, and they just had that moment of, I'm not one of those guys that can speak the language or what have you or anything like that, but like I love Japanese culture. I love Korean culture. I love, well, I mean, Chinese culture, yes. Chinese government, no. Like, one of my favorite places, never been to, but I have had a buddy who used to go there occasionally, was Hong Kong. And that place was fucking amazing from what I had heard and always wanted to go there. Oh, well, and if it's the little guy's bedtime, do me a favor, tell him night. I don't know how to pronounce your name, by the way, dude. The one that just questioned Cow, Suffernaut was making a reference to the movie Mulan, the animated movie, where Mushu, the dragon, goes, Dishonor! Dishonor on you! Dishonor on your whole family! Dishonor on your cow! I know I did that wrong too, by the way. Right now we're just kind of reducing the liquid a little. By the way, you guys will notice it will steam, but it's not going to boil like heavily. There's a reason for that. There's a reason I'm using a wok-on-a induction cooktop, and it's because it actually works quite well if it's a flat bottom wok. And my nose decided to clog up. It also heats up really fast, so I can actually get cooking. I mean, not as often. I mean, usually no. Hey, Ferret. Oh, by the way, really quick, I'll be right back. Ferret, you'll appreciate these. So, question, could you guys hear me saying things like, ooh, it's something there? Like, clearly? Because I'm fairly certain I'm using my earbud, by the way. Not necessarily an unboxing, but an unbagging. Oh god, they added extra. These are Chiller's Strawberry Limeade gummies. Helix Sour Cherry gummies. And Incredible Edibles Peach gummies. So, I've decided, since I am a stoner, I've always been a stoner, kind of always been a stoner at heart, always kind of want to be one. I'm going to keep getting high occasionally. I'm going to tone it back a hell of a lot more than I usually would. The other thing I'm going to do is I may be quitting flour entirely. The reason being is I want to be alive to enjoy it. And right now my lungs have been taking a beating for the last couple of years. So, there we go. Oh, whoa. There we go. Now, let's see if I can get this proper. There we are. So, nice. I mean, eventually, Ferret, I probably do too. No, I'm not bi. I'm about as straight as a circle, guys. I mean, I do want to make my own like company for this because, like I said, I've been a stoner most of my life. I enjoy getting high. I want to start making like edibles, like food grade, like these. Entirely because, again, I want to be able to enjoy the rest of my life rather than spend the last like decade of it with something like an oxygen tank and not allowed to get high. So, by the way, uno momento, wrong direction. So, not bad. This is the Tonketsu ramen white chicken broth thing. It's actually from one of my favorite companies. Oh shit! My gimbal died! Well, fuckle. Ah! Okay, so the gimbal died. Hey, Chris, you're gonna hate me. You're gonna hate me, but you're gonna have to turn it down or mute. I know, but I'm coming out there to sit down and eat, man. And I'm also in a live stream. Sounds like a you problem.
I don't believe it.
Huh?
I don't believe it.
I will.
Huh?
Oh, God. How do I... There we go. Oh my God. Hey, that works. Fuck me. Hey, the best part is, now I can see the chat a little clearer. So, ooh.
Patients who have sensitive teeth but also want
I mean, yeah, I don't mind.
new Sensodyne Clinical White that provides 2 shades whiter teeth as well as providing 20
Also, hey, Crimson,
protection. Patients are going to
jokes are fine. Relax.
liver health becomes an increasingly important part of the aging process. We created dose to make taking care of
I'm having a wonderful evening, depending on, like, what time it is. Hold on, I gotta check something.
520.
Cool. So, in about an hour.
he is measured, precise,
So, hey, really quick, I gotta ask, can you guys hear the TV?
and knows just where to find them. Because for the one, this facility is about more than business. The industrial grade products you need delivered fast. Call quickdelivery.com to stop by.
Okay, they can still hear it. So, little lower.
That's the slowest it's going because I'm not going to be able to hear it.
Alright, so if that's the case, that's fine. I was gonna say if it needs to go lower than 5, screw it, we'll just leave it there. Alright. Okay, cool. Have I ever considered mukbang streams? Kinda. I mean, I've kind of done them. Just ramen. Like I said, Avi is not here, so that means my husband isn't in town. That could have been so much worse of a statement. Hold on, let's see. There we go. So, here's the real question. Because, and genuine question, I'm not trying to be mean, but, dude, why are you so curious about the state of my ass, who's eating it, whose tongue might be in it, or if my tongue might be in someone else's ass?
What a pervert!
We got a dude in chat. I mean, that I can understand. That I can definitely understand. The response was apparently they wish somebody would eat theirs. And I mean, you know, thirsty but mood.
What a pervert!
Fuck! Well, does your chair do this? Oh, God. No worries. Like I said, it's completely fine. But it's one of those. Whenever questions like that become a thing, I have to wonder why they're being asked. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I'm pretty much the most open person you're going to find on YouTube. I've effectively been openly gay since I started, since before I started, actually. And I don't tend to censor myself. Ooh, Tyson honey tenders. Those would go really good with ramen. Hmm. Mm. I really shouldn't do that. I overcooked the noodles. Hey, Sage. Oh, ooh. How you doing, man? Hmm. Nah, no worries. Some of the people that are in my chat, um, it might seem like comments like that or questions like that might seem rude to them. Understand, I'm used to people coming to me for like advice on some of the weirdest things. Um, Good example. I'm not gonna say your name. I know you know who you are if you're watching. I had somebody casually at one point, like close personal friend, back when I was in my 20s ish. Uh, Dude just randomly calls me up one night and asks, "Hey, is there such thing as too much lube?" And I'm just sitting here going, that's a curious question. Do you need an answer immediately, or do I have time to explain? I mean, immediately might be a thing. Well, why? Mostly because I've been wondering if what I put on the dick that's currently in me was too much or not. Like I've always been very open about who I am. So, uh, I mean, that depends. Are we talking about prep for eating ass? Yes. There's a lot of prep that has to go into it, especially from the sub's point of view. Well, he was kind of writing it at the time. That's the thing. Suffer not, absolutely. 100% must be clean. If not, there's a huge problem. Oh, all right, later, Sage. Also, nom noms and hugs the face. Hugs the face. I mean, way more than just shower before. Understand, if you are a bottom or a sub or whatever you want to call it, and you are, getting ready for that sort of thing, one, learn to douche. 100% need to be clean inside and out. The typical rule is rinse and repeat until it runs clear. Okay. Did I just hear a door lock? Oh, shut. Okay. I thought for a second I heard somebody screwing with our front door here. That depends on how much, like, how backed up you are. If it's your first time doing it, it's going to take about, I'd say, half an hour, depending. Make sure you're doing that kind of thing in the shower. Make sure you have a modified drain for the shower for that purpose, because 100% you don't want to gunk up your shower like that. But at the same time, it's the easiest way to do it. But yeah, no, 100%. There's an entire process to it. I'm not going to explain all of it like here on stream, mostly to save my roommate's fucking sanity.
What sanity? I live with you.
I'm aware, but I don't normally subject you to the sound of what it means to clean your ass out. Mm. I mean, no. First time is usually it's the toughest only because you're getting used to like actually doing it. It's effectively where you learn how. That's why it takes longer. The more used to the process you get, the more you can like streamline the process. Like in my case, it takes half an hour. Yeah. Hey, Crimson. Hey, Joey. That's actually a really, really good question. So what if you and your mate are both switches? Well, there's 3 things that can happen. There is, and these are, me and my mate are both switches as well. So, the neutral thing that happens is, one person, well, y'all decide who's doing what and who's doing who. Who's doing what to whom and how. There we go. The most common one that I've found is what I like to call the snuggle puddle, which is just, hey, let's fuck, turns into, let's curl up on the couch and watch a movie. Hey, Scar. I mean, bathroom cooking already commenced, but I mean, I've got the food and it is chicken ramen. So technically it's early bathroom chicken. That's perfectly fine, Dennis. The third thing, though, that happens, doesn't happen very often, and it's actually one of the reasons why I learned how to deal with blunt force trauma. It's called a power struggle, which is where both of y'all are trying to be, dominant, trying to play off as, no, I'm going to be the top. No, I'm going to be the top. No, I'm going to be the top. And it eventually becomes an actual wrestling match. Had one of those with my husband, like one of the first times we ever tried doing anything that almost wound up with me and having my head go into a wall. Did clip my face on the headboard. Best part is, it's because before we even got into the room, we were arguing. Also, nom nom the Scarface. Yeah. More commonly, switches have weird sex lives normally, because unless y'all can decide who's doing what and whom, it becomes if it's spur of the moment, it's, well, I'm feeling one way, you're feeling another. That syncing up perfectly is very rare. Most commonly, what it becomes is either a power struggle, which is actually really For me personally, really not so common. And on the other side, or the other extreme, it's just straight up, nah, we'd both rather just snuggle. Hello. Oh, yeah, getting the sunlight out.
Hitting the building and then shining directly where my head's going to be.
Shuffer, the phrase, we had to go to a fertility clinic when I had a black eye. Also, by the way, sorry about the change of what you are doing. How the fuckle do I turn this thing on?
No.
I mean, usually it's a matter of just grabbing a nipple. Or a matter of... The face you made when you were about to sneeze. There is definitely a reason you're a bunny. Oh. By the way, for those who don't know, that's my brother. Me and him tend to pick on each other.
No!
God damn it, Joey! No, that's not how that works. Who is on top usually is decided before cock jousting commences. But let's change the topic away from all of the adult crap for the time being. Because do remember, I'm not alone in this room. Hey, Jackie. If you're chugging glasses of anything, get water instead. The reason you're drinking it so fast is because you're actually thirsty, and things like Sunny D have too much sugar in them to actually do anything for you. Speaking of which, uno momento, I'm gonna go get a thingy. Actually, I can take you guys with me. Hello, Andy. Did I see an Andy? I mean, understand if you're too tight to douche, you're too tight to fuck. That is the entire point of that. But again, let's do a little less what the fuck topics. Especially when I'm trying to keep my breath rather than crack up laughing. Aha! Mrs. Doubtfire is an amazing movie. Hey there, Delent. Also, Delent, you still have a couple months before you're allowed to wiggle and lewd. Also, you guys are about to see one of the con secrets that I have for keeping, what's the word, healthy? So, I'm a little bit weird because these are airborne tablets. And each one of these tablets is Vitamin A, 160 milligrams. Vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams. Vitamin D, 35 milligrams. It's a lot of vitamins. It'll help keep you from getting sick if there's something going around. So these are usually put into water. They're like Alka-Seltzer tablets. And if Scar is watching right now, their brain has just died and their teeth are probably tingling because I believe I tried it once at a convention with me and had one of those moments of just what's up? No, I mean, you can chew them. It's just they turn to. Think of very, very dense pop rock. The downside to doing it like that is if, like a dip like me, you decide to swallow everything before it's done breaking apart. That happens. Nope. I can't chew on anything non-organic. 100%. I can chew bones. I can't chew tin. I have tiny holes in my teeth. If metal touches them at all, it connects a circuit and causes my entire head to hurt. I learned that the hard way when me and my friends in junior high did that thing where you take a bubblegum wrapper and put it on your teeth so you have the metal looking teeth. Tried that the first time and then bit down to set the bite, and immediately had to remove them because the second metal connected my teeth, it was just boom. I dropped noodles on my noodles. Hold on. Oh no, I hit the floor. Okay, cool. I was about. God damn it. Crimson. First off, what is that? That is a word that is not in my vocabulary. So, like, 100% I don't know what you're talking about. So unless you can, like, equate it to something I know of. Oh, protogens. I mean, they're adorable. There's actually one that's really, really cool here on YouTube that goes by generic purple. Or generic purple protogen. Protos are absolutely adorable, but so many people don't actually know the lore behind them from when they originally became a thing. Or the reason for the primogen being a closed species. Because there's an actual lore reason why that's a thing. Well, Crimson, if you have an empty stomach, go get something to eat. So, it is about time for us to go down and do our early thing. By the way, sorry for the hair, the way it is. It's just lower temperature, or not lower temperature, lower air, and my hair gets fluffy really quick. We're gonna go down and get our early registration done. A primogen is okay. So you know, protogens aren't just like, they're not all cybernetic. They're mostly biological. Primogens aren't. The prime members of their species, completely non-organic save for their brain, or in some cases even their brain. Or no, brain is the only thing that stays organic in a primogen, mostly because if not, they would be a synth. Primogens are effectively the ruling elites of protogen society. They're also, as I mentioned, a closed species, which that comes under some really awkward bullshit when it comes to entitled people. And yes, people who do the whole, well, why is it a closed species? It should be free. Now, there are reasons for that. And as a creator, having a world where I created all of my own species effectively, or all of their cultures, I have the same rules. But I digress. They are effectively more cybernetically, more machine-looking, and much, much taller than normal protogens. No, they are the same species as the protogens. The protogens are considered lower on the hierarchy. They're also still mostly biological. Protogens are actually a mostly biological species. Primogens, the only thing that remains of them is their brain. The rest of their body is cybernetic. It's enhanced to a large degree so that they can effectively rule better. They're soldiers, like warriors for their species, politicians, kings, nobles. Effectively, they're the people that rule all of their society. Anyways, once again, we are going to go down, since it has been an hour, and get our registration done, which means you're going to have to say goodbye, because this is where we're going to leave off. So, I will see you guys when we do another stream like this. I'm not going to necessarily do the whole outro thing on these, but I will say, if you are new and you want to stick around, hitting the subscribe button or even the like button gives you a way to easily get back to the channel. So, fuck, I didn't know I could have that focus there. Is this how this does a thing? Uno momento. Hey, there we are.